Hey guys, welcome back to Inner Peace Tarot. I did want to just go through and just do like individual sign readings. So I'm going to start with Aries. I'm just pulling from the Golden Tarot. It's kind of like my default deck. But I did feel guided to have my Nocturna Oracle deck ready, which I kind of just use for like overall themes. So we'll see when that sort of comes out. All right, so tell me about Aries' current energy. Looking at the Nine of Wands with the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is kind of coming through as something that you've been working toward, that you can see yourself thriving in. I keep hearing foreseeable. It's something very foreseeable. Almost to where it does feel tangible, but it's, with this being like wand suits, I feel like you're still in the idea space of it. Like it hasn't completely manifested. But it's like this thing makes sense. You'd be really happy doing it. It would fulfill your soul. It would inspire like continuous growth. But paired with the Nine of Wands, it's almost like the doubts are sort of creeping in and sort of contradicting that optimism. Tell me about the Nine of Wands. A lot of cards here. We're looking at the Fool card. Which is telling me that like you've taken steps to approach this foreseeable success. But I see almost sort of like shutting down anxiety around that. And something that's been coming up in a lot of readings and just for me personally lately is just that like fear, anxiety, this sort of thing is a tool. So you don't necessarily want to like block it off or just like push it away, right? It's trying to tell you something. Be it something just like about yourself and like your trauma or emotional space or true desires even. There's definitely a factor of control, like King of Pentacles in reverse control. King of Pentacles in reversed is very non-negotiable, very comparable to the Emperor in reversed, where it's just sort of tyrant energy. But I'm seeing you sort of in this space of like, I'm not going to worry about that. I'm not going to worry about that. As you walk into this new beginning, this step toward that foreseeable success that we were talking about in the beginning. So what is the anxiety trying to say? It's fast. What I'm hearing from this, I'm looking at the King of Swords reversed, the Eight of Cups, and the Ace of Wands reversed. There is no part of you, especially considering the Six of Wands energy, that is interested in staying where you're at, right? So this could be maybe other people's mantras or fears that you have harbored for a really long time, but are coming up because you're taking this step forward. So that fear is really there. It's coming up again solely to remind you of what you're choosing instead with the Six of Wands. It's not reflective of the possibility of this. It's not reflective of, you know, the fear isn't your body telling you that maybe this is too crazy, maybe this is too ambitious. It's there to solidify this Fool energy, this new beginning that you're stepping into. I'm hearing that there's a little voice in your head saying that maybe this isn't even what you want. And I'm sort of getting that that's a lie. That's some kind of self-doubt that has grown from some sort of painful experience of the past. Maybe even from like people that you would consult or look up to, or who you just had in your energy field in the past. Interesting. So what is Aries meant to do with this fear? Aside from what I'm hearing is let it fuel your forward movement. Anything operating from that same space, whatever that little voice in your head is. Telling you that maybe this isn't what you want. Don't let that put you in a position of apprehensively taking steps forward, if that makes sense. Looking at the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, which is sort of like coming through as like a timid energy paired with the Knight of Cups. The Chariot reversed. Again, just hesitant. So if this is like a creative idea, let's say this is like a project. Let's say you're building a house. You know exactly what that house is going to be looking like, what it's going to be made from, to feel like home for you, to be fulfilling, to be that dream house. This sort of like fear space, that has you questioning if this is what you actually want, may have you making decisions like settling on the type of wood you want to build your walls with, or making compromises that would ultimately alter this vision. This is what you're going for, right? You want all 6 wands, not 5, not 4. It's like when you're doubtful if this is for you, if this is what you want to do, it's almost like it's making you want to, in the moment, invest in it halfway. But you want this. So there's no reason to beat around the bush about it, or, again, invest halfway. If you want marble floors, invest in the marble, not linoleum in the bathroom. Like, you know, it's that kind of energy. And if it's not a house, it could be a job, or it could be a field that you want to work in. I'm hearing get the education that you think you actually need to be able to manifest this for yourself. I'm hearing the universe will bring you what you need, but write it down, like make it clear, so that if you find yourself in that space where that fear is convincing you to settle, you'll know it immediately that you are settling. All right, anything else for Aries? What is Aries being guided to do? The Star. Yeah, open up your heart chakra to this experience with the 3 of Cups. Celebrate every small win. Celebrate every piece of material that you acquire for this house. And again, I think if you're not settling, it's going to feel like a win. Be present for the process of acquiring those materials, and like be present for the current point that you're on in this timeline. But I think the overall sort of takeaway here is don't settle. Don't let that fear and self-doubt put you in a position of, maybe I should just invest in this halfway. Go into this with your mind, your body, your soul is kind of what I'm getting. All right, so I'll pull a card from the Nocturnal Oracle. I'm hearing picture yourself at the end of this when it's completely built, saying, I knew all along that this is what was for me. And act like that throughout the process. I always knew I was going to do this kind of energy. All right, for Aries, what is the overall theme here? Okay, yeah, definitely with the night blooming water lily in reverse, there's a focus again on opening your heart chakra to the present moment, to the process. Even if it's taking a little longer than you're thinking it will, or that you'd originally wanted to. Hyena in reversed, upright, it means family matriarch home. I think that this is alluding to sort of releasing your comfort zone as you do open your heart chakra. Dusk in reversed, upright, it means duality cycles beginning, paired with the ocelot. 13. Balance, vision, distance, and solitude. So with dusk, upright being duality, and the ocelot, really feel like I'm not saying that correctly, is this sort of visionary space, right? Where you get this like higher up view of what you're doing. It's kind of giving me like, don't let up on the vision. Stick to the plan. Sort of be extreme about this new beginning and what it means for you. All right, so that is what I have for Aries. Again, view that fear as a tool. View that fear as like a reminder of what you're choosing instead. And I think that'll allow you to get really excited about this move that you're making because it's what you really want. All right, so I'm super excited for you. I hope that this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. If you found it helpful, go ahead and like the video. Yeah.